Hi, I'm Gwen Voldum with Keller Williams, and here's a look at what's happening in the Ponte Vedra Beach real estate market as we begin 2026. So, after years of rapid acceleration, this market is shifting into more of a balanced phase where clarity, not urgency, is driving results. And that's creating opportunity for those who understand how to navigate it. Let's start with the numbers. So in January, the median home price was $1.9 million in Ponte Vedra Beach. That's up. Homes are averaging 69 days on the market. The sale to list price ratio sits at 94%, and we currently have 115 active homes, or about 4 months of supply. And then there were 49 new listings that came to the market in January. So, what does this all actually mean? So, first, pricing remains strong. Those numbers for January were up 60% from December. Again, that's a month over month number to look at, but we came out strong. So Ponte Vedra is continuing to form, as you would expect, a luxury coastal market. Having said that, buyer behavior has changed. Bidding wars are far less common. And I want to caveat, oddly, and maybe it's not oddly, but in the uber luxury category, I was just in two different bidding wars for homes that were over $5 million. So there can be that kind of competition. But I would say for the market in general, that is not the situation. So buyer behavior hasn't really changed. They're more value focused, they're more analytical, and they're more patient. And by that, I'm saying compared to last year. All this makes pricing strategy from day one, I'd say, more important than ever. So secondly, time is no longer the enemy. Homes are taking longer to sell because buyers are taking their time. Success now comes down to three things: presentation, positioning, and pricing. Homes that are prepared thoughtfully and introduced strategically still perform very well. Third, we're seeing more choice in the market. Inventory has increased, not greatly so. We're still at 4 months, but this is giving buyers more leverage and more options. For sellers, that means standing out matters. Homes that feel move-in ready and offer strong value continue to command attention. Homes that don't sit. One of the most notable signals this month is momentum. New listings more than doubled year over year, which tells us sellers are gaining confidence and preparing for spring. Those who position early tend to capture the most qualified buyers. And finally, buyer behavior today looks different than it did a few years ago. There's less urgency, as we've already said, more negotiation, higher expectations, and a willingness to wait for the right property. Quality and fit matter now more than speed. So as we've already discussed, sellers really need to plan and think strategically. I do think this will be a strong spring market for those that plan, listen, and don't get weirdly ambitious with pricing. But I do think that's an important thought process to go through. Ultimately, whether you're buying, selling, or simply planning ahead, this is a market that rewards informed strategy. It's not about guesswork. If you'd like a personalized look at what this shift means for you, I'm so happy to connect. My direct line is 904-822-9255. You can call or message me directly. Thanks so much.